Sometimes things are going just fine and dandy, and then you break a bandsaw blade. Look at this. This is a good blade too, and I don't want to have to spend an hour running to the store, so we're going to weld it back. Here is what we're looking at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean these two ends up, and then we're going to take the MIG welder and we're going to try to spot it on both sides and then smooth it back down. It's going to be tricky because this is so thin, but all we can do is give it a shot. Aluminum makes a really good heat sink if you got to weld something that's thin. So what I'm going to do is lay the bandsaw blade across here, clamp it down, and weld on top, and this is going to pull some of that heat away. And also it's I'm not going to weld my steel to my aluminum because they don't weld together, and so if there is some burn through, it'll come off of there really easily. There's a close-up of our brake. Here's the machine we're going to use. Millimatic 200. It's an older machine. Might be a little underpowered for this monumental job. Okay, here we go. Let's give this a try. Got my gloves on so I don't get hand cancer. Here we go. Look at that. That looks good. All right, we're going to flip it over. Do the other side. Let's see what it looks like. Flipped over. Pretty nasty. I don't care. We're going to grind it down, make it work. So I'm just going to hit this right here and go from there. Here we go. It'd be good if I hooked my ground up a little better. There we go. Here we go. Okay. Here's what we got. Now I'm telling you, that is beautiful. Now there's a little bit of burn through on the back, right in there. But let's grind it down, see what it looks like. I really want to make sure and hit all the weld, but I don't want to hit any of the blade because it's already so thin. So you got to be careful there. I'm going to finesse it down a little bit more, but I'm going to flip it over and get this other side because it's just such a knot, you know. So let's clamp this baby up, knock this off, and then we're going to finesse it out. Finesse it. Okay. All right, so that's right to the thickness of the blade. I'm gonna take a file and just kind of scoot over it. A little bit of funny information. This is just a flat file, and there's some files called bastard files. And I thought that was hilarious, and I looked it up, and it's a file that's in between fine and coarse. That's what's called a bastard file. You can say that and you're not saying a bad word because it's a real thing. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's looking not too bad. All right, let's flip her over. Nothing like a good file. Oh, that just hit me in the face. But a good file will remove material so fast. A worn out file can be the most aggravating thing in the world. Need to put a little better clamp on here now. This works. Now, if you look at it like that, it's almost perfect. So there's a little bit of place on the back side here that I'm going to clean up here, and a little bit on the front side where the teeth are. And I'm going to put this bad boy back on, see what happens. Okay. Same thing on the front. I'm not too worried about the tooth because it's got plenty of teeth. We can clean that up. Get it to where it's about the same distance sticking out. And that feels smooth. All right, we're ready to put it back on. All right, I've got the blade back on, putting some tension on here. Now, one thing that's important is you've got little rollers and you've got metal guides. All that stuff needs to be adjusted right. If it's not, you're gonna, possibly break a blade because it's gonna be creating friction or it's gonna be wearing on the blade. Why did my blade break? I think it's because I bound a piece of wood in it yesterday and created a bend and tried to bend it back, and it made a weak point or a weak spot. So we'll see how long this lasts. And spinning around here by hand, make sure that it's running true on the tires. These are like wheels, but you got a rubber piece here called a tire. Blade's oriented right. It looks good. Tension looks good. So let's give it a whirl. What's gonna happen? Working. Works fine. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I welded them up before and they've lasted, you know, for many, many hours. So, hey, fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. If you got something out of this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, I make these videos to be informational so that you can learn something and put it to use. If you want to donate to the cause, my Venmo is at Matt-Mustin. Just a little donation will help me keep making these videos, this content, give you something to be entertained with, and also something that you can put to use out in your world. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great evening, or a great morning, or a great day.